What up, everybody? Last week I made a video talking about how I think there will likely be a 2 to 5 year time jump at the start of Power Legacy from where Force left off, similar to how we know there's going to be around a 9 to 10 year time jump at the beginning of Power Origins from the end of Raising Kanan Season 5. So because of that, a lot of characters are going to be living different lives from the last time we saw them on screen whenever they pop back up in Power Legacy. So today I want to talk about what's next for Diana Tejada after at the conclusion of the Book 2 series. She was the last Tejada left standing in New York after the death of Monet, Kane becoming a wanted fugitive and having to flee the city, and even Drew leaving her all alone after he promised in episode 9 that he would be there for her. At this point, when Drew made this promise to Diana, it was at Kane's bachelor party when she told Drew that she felt like she lost something, and it was more than just that baby. Keeping in mind that Diana was already in a dark place before all that went down from losing her child, and feeling bad about how she killed Felicia Lewis and left her son without a mother. And because of everything that she had been through, despite not wanting to be in the game in prior seasons and trying to escape the life, Diana was trying to convince Drew that they needed to rebuild their family business before he let her know that he was going to take the art internship in Paris. Then after this, Diana walked straight to the head of the Tejada table to stand over Monet's old seat, indicating that Diana was going to become the new Monet, something that there had been breadcrumbs concerning throughout the Ghost series. In Season 1, Diana went to talk to Kane, and he told Diana that she thinks just like Monet. And in Season 3, when Diana had to deal with Salim, she was on the phone with Monet, and Diana told Monet she was just like her, and Monet had taught her everything she knows. Then in Season 4, Monet's cousin Janet came into town to help Monet recover after getting shot, and her and Monet were having a conversation at one point, and Janet was talking to Monet about how Monet used to be back in the day, happy and full of joy, when Monet told Janet that girl died the day they took Zeke away from her. Very similar to what Diana said to Drew at Kane's bachelor party, how she felt like she lost something. So even Monet and Diana's traumas are similar, even though Diana potentially suffered more loss in losing her father and also her mother, both to homicides at such a young age. So when we're talking about Diana's next move, we should look at Monet's playbook and see what her next move was after Zeke was taken away from her. And this was meeting Lorenzo and getting pregnant right away, something we already saw Diana try to do after her and Tariq lost their child. Diana tried to get pregnant again by Tariq right away. Then after, when she was talking to Bruce Chandria about it, she said that must have been why Monet had got pregnant right away after Zeke was taken from her. But like Monet told Diana concerning Tariq, that he was never going to be the right guy for her because Tariq is his own man. And she told Diana that having a lover makes you weak, but having a partner makes you strong. And we can tell from Monet and Lorenzo's relationship, even though Lorenzo loved Monet, Monet clearly only married Lorenzo for business purposes. I feel like Monet saw Lorenzo as somebody she could use to be her front man in the drug operation, to be the one working the front lines to keep her insulated and protected. But anytime a move needed to be made that Lorenzo wasn't capable of handling, Monet would take care of it herself. Like when she was telling Lorenzo he needed to cut more weight from their connect, but he said he had to prove himself first. Only for Monet to take things into her own hands and go meet up with their connect, Carlos herself, and got them 2 bricks. And that's when the Tejada business finally began to take off and they were able to get out of poverty. One thing that Diana won't have to worry about herself, so she already has a head start on Monet because the legacy her family left behind all belongs to her now, including the Tejada bar, their house, and Diana also now controls Mecca's penthouse, which she could end up selling like Monet was saying she was gonna do, but never got around to it, and have more than enough money to get back in the game. It was also said at one point by Kai, who had known Monet and Lorenzo from back in the day, that Monet was always the brains of the Tejada's operation, meaning Lorenzo was really just Monet's muscle. So I think Diana's next move will be the same thing that Monet did when she was younger, and Diana will use the game that Monet taught her on how to manipulate a man to find her somebody who's coming up in the drug game to be with, to stand on the front line for her, ultimately getting pregnant again by this man and probably marrying him also. Diana will probably even tell this man the same lie that Monet told Lorenzo, that he's her first. So by the time Diana Tejada pops up in Power Legacy, depending on how long of a time jump there is going into Legacy, I think Diana will probably have 2 or 3 kids by then and will probably not even be known by Diana Tejada anymore, but will also be going by her married name instead, just like Monet went from Nene Stewart to Monet Tejada. So in Power Legacy, I wouldn't be surprised if Diana's husband actually pops up on the screen as a rival dealer to Tariq and Tommy before it's even revealed that he's married to Diana. Keeping in mind, by the ending of Book 2, it didn't appear that Tariq had brought Diana on as part of his team. So after not being around Tariq for a few years after their history, Diana might have even built up some resentment toward Tariq, because we do know that she definitely began to take a lot more darker turn at the end of the Book 2 series, because in addition to everything else she had been through, she murked Anya in cold blood. And when it comes to Diana's kids, keep in mind how Monet forced all her kids to be in the life, and Diana and Drew despised Monet for that. Diana will likely do the same type of thing with her kids, also becoming what she once hated, just like with Tariq becoming the new Ghost. And there you have it. Leave your thoughts, theories, and predictions in the comments.